Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aileen and this is Homeschool with the Clarks. Whew, my voice is getting tired. This is my last curriculum picks video and I shot them all back to back. So hopefully my voice will stick with us for the rest of this video. This is my favorite video to do because it's my family style subjects that we are gonna do together next year. And it's my favorite time. It's my favorite time of the day. I love it. I look forward to it. And anything I can do with my kids all together, it's a win in my book. So today I'm going to share what we're doing for history and geography and Bible and science and nature study and music. Let's start with music. So I did share a flip through of this curriculum. We're going to be using Beautiful Feet Books' new music appreciation study. It is a 2-year study. I don't even know if we'll get through the 1 year's amount. We're just gonna take it as it goes and get to it when we can. And I'm not gonna be a slave to my curriculum. I'm gonna make the curriculum work for me. I'm not gonna work for my curriculum. I'm really excited to jump into this music appreciation study with my kids this year. It looks really great. And, I think it's just going to be a wonderful addition to our morning time. Another thing that we're going to continue to do that we started last year is Worldwatch news for our current events. It's just a short 10-minute news segment each day, Monday through Friday, that is dedicated, specifically made for kids. They do cover some heavier topics from time to time, and they put like a warning, like boop, 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 boop up at the top to tell you. And I have my kids that are like not middle school age leave the room for that short segment. It's not even every day, but we love Worldwatch news. My kids really, if you've watched Worldwatch news, at the end of some of the days, they feature kids saying their like end of the program slogan. My kids submitted a video in the fall and every day they watch to see if they're on it. As of the recording of this video, they have not been on it, but they're hopeful that someday they will be featured on Worldwatch. But we love it. And I do think I have a code for 1 month free. So check that in my description box if you want to try out Worldwatch news, because we're all big fans, like everybody, even my preschooler. Let's talk about nature study. So we don't do nature study every year. We didn't do nature study last year, but we are bringing it back. We're bringing back nature study. And the reason why we're bringing it back is because my favorite nature study, Treehouse Schoolhouse Nature Study, came out with an intermediate version. And we did their regular beginner version a few years ago. And then we went through it again another year when I was struggling with science, like 2 years ago, I think. I just love it. It's darling. And it includes like hand rhymes and poetry and art appreciation. And then every week is a different theme for nature. And I am not like an outdoorsy nature person. And some of the other nature studies we've tried have been like so outdoorsy. And this one is not outdoorsy while still being nature study. Like you can make it outdoorsy, but it doesn't have to be outdoorsy. Like, yeah. I don't know how else to explain that, but it's wonderful. And so she came out with an intermediate version that is geared towards 4th through 8th grade. And you can use them at the same time. So you can use like the beginning version and the intermediate version together. And so my plan is to do that because I will this school year have kids in TK, which is like pre-K, 3rd grade, 6th grade, and 8th grade. And so I'm going to have them all do it together with me. And then depending on their age grade, I'll have them either do the intermediate or the beginning. I may have my 3rd grader do the intermediate because she's like a total science kid. And I think she's probably going to want to do that. They do things like keep a science, like a science dictionary, like they write different definitions. They do more like hands-on labs and things. And so I think she's going to really enjoy that. But then the hand rhymes and the folk songs, all of that is going to be for my little TK girl. And I am just so excited to officially bring her in. Like she does morning time with us. Like she does it every day. She listens to the read aloud. She does the poetry, all the things. She watches Worldwatch. She colors in the little maps for Story of the World, but this is for her. Like, this is like, welcome to the school, kid. Like, you're in it. So I'm so excited for that. We really, really love their nature study, and I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to do it again while my oldest is still with us, because he's going to go to high school in 9th grade. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to cry. So I'm going to stop. That is nature study. Now that's going to take up that's going to take up a chunk of time. And so with that, normally I try and do 4 science units a year. Like, I do like smaller like unit studies. This past year, we used mostly the good and the beautiful. We did the Waldock Way, weather and nature studies. No, weather and natural disasters, not nature studies, weather and natural disasters. And then we did the good and the beautiful, geology, health in the human body, space. I don't see us doing 4 science units and Treehouse, Schoolhouse, nature study. I don't see us getting to 2 to 3 lessons a week. I see us getting to 1 lesson a week if we're doing the nature study. And I just need to be realistic with myself. So for science, my plan is, and this could always change, but my plan is we're going to stick with the good and the beautiful. I really like their science. I love that it's family style and that they have a little bit of extra work for the middle schoolers. We are going to do motion and simple machines and mammals. That is my plan, is to get to those 2. I know my son is really excited about motion and simple machines. When I mentioned it, he really perked up. So I already have mammals, but I may buy the motion and simple machines and do that one in the first semester and then do mammals in the second semester, just because he's so excited about it. But we will see. That's my plan, that we get to all of that. And if it ends up being too much, we may have to drop that or just do 1 science unit for the whole year. We'll see. I'm flexible and I'm okay with that, because I do feel like the Treehouse, Schoolhouse, nature study, the intermediate, will be enough science to like cover us. Some changes for our history. I used Story of the World this past year. We did the Middle Ages and I really enjoyed it. I thought that it's very well laid out as far as the teacher manual and all of the extra, or what is it called? Is it a teacher manual? Activity book? I don't know. It's got like all of the different book lists in there. It's got the map work. It's got comprehension questions. And then it's got the student pages in the back. I thought that was really well done. Moving into early modern history, I want to use Story of the World, but I also wanted to cover US history. And so I was really struggling with that. And I was just watching all the YouTube videos, looking at what other people did, considering using 2 curriculums. Like, I was looking at Blossom and Root, River of Voices, and a few other things. But it was going to be too much. And then I discovered that there's a curriculum that uses Story of the World, but also does US history. And it has all of the readings like broken down for you. And that is My Father's World. If you missed it, I did do an unboxing showing the My Father's World curriculum that I purchased for this school year. The one that we'll be using is Exploration to 1850. And so it does use Story of the World. There's a couple times where the chapters are kind of like moved around, but it does use all of the Story of the World chapters, but then incorporates other books to cover the US history, which I'm really excited about. It does also cover US geography. It has the US geography broken up into 2 years. So they have Exploration to 1850 and then 1850 to modern times, maybe. There's next, I'll find it and tell you. So it's like you do half the states this year and then half the states next year. And they also use Story of the World next year. So we'll see if I like it and we stick with it. But I'm excited for that. I love that it's just broken down. Their teacher manual is like so like detailed and direct. And that's what I need. It's like, do this, like read this and read this and read this and read this on that day. And then the next day. And so I'm happy to have found that. And I hope that it works for us. It is definitely a very Christian curriculum. And as I continue to grow in my Christian journey, I'm actually really looking forward to having more things from a Christian worldview to read to my children. So I appreciate that. It does also include Bible. They have the kids memorizing the book of James and using a Bible program called Boy Have I Got Problems. So we're going to try that out and see how it goes. It does also have a couple of other pieces. It does cover music appreciation. So I'm going to see, they have worksheets that come with it that include the music appreciation. So I am going to bring those in when I can to coincide with our Beautiful Feet books, music appreciation. And then the other thing that's included with My Father's World, which we probably won't be using, is their science. And that's just because I was already decided on science. So the first half of the year is animals and the second half of the year is botany. So I could try and it's more like just reading from books about the stuff and then like a little bit of book work, I think. Like a few worksheets here or there. So I could try and like incorporate the animals with our mammal study, but I feel like it's going to be too much. So at this point, we're not going to do the science. Even though it looks really cool, I was already decided on the science that we were using, and we're going to stick with it because I can't take on too much. And as it is, I might already be taking on too much. Who knows? We'll find out when I start the school year and see if I stick with everything or if I drop something, because sometimes that happens, right? Does that happen to you? Because sometimes that happens to me. I'm like so excited about something and then it's like, wow, this is a lot. Or my kids are really not into this, or this is really hard, or this is boring. So we shall see, but that is my plan for the 2025-2026 school year. I'm really excited to dig into it with my kids. I'm also excited to have a summer break, which today is our first official day of summer break. So woohoo for that. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see any flip throughs of anything that I mentioned, please let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to create a video for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.